Hey, everybody. If you offend easily, then I suggest you take your candy ass back on down to the sweet shop because they ain't nothing but bitter tea over here. You hear me? Y'all, bitter tea. All right, folks, this is the Neon Tarot deck. I am going to do a cold reading for you today, meaning I don't know you and this ain't about you. And if you get a free reading, congratulations. I'm in a mood today because I attempted to use some glow in the dark or neon glow in the UV black light face paint, and turns out it's not the same as using makeup. And y'all, I decided to wipe it off and not do that to y'all because, well, I didn't like the way it looked. I really did not like it did not come out well. It's not the same as makeup. I attempted, folks. Y'all didn't get lucky. So, too bad, so sad. Let's do a reading. And I'm doing this quick and fast because I don't feel good. I think I told y'all that earlier this week. I don't exactly feel good. I'm just putting this out there to see what news is in the ether. And then I'm going to take my ass back to bed because I don't feel good. All right, folks? I don't know why, but I just keep getting sick after sick after sick. And I've been sick for 2 months now, and I'm really sick of it. Really sick of it. Head cold after sinus infection. I'm just so over it. Oh my God. Anyway, let's do a reading. Alright, first and foremost, we have a reverse Six of Cups. Let me let y'all see that in the black light. Welcome to the Neon Tarot. It's in reverse, meaning the time for innocence is over. The time for your generosity is kind of up too. You may want to start tightening your purse strings and telling people no. I get that we're friends, but the answer is no. I get that you're my buddy, but the answer is no. Hey, the budget is tight. I'm telling you no. You kind of have to stop with the play and get back to the reality. Tell them no. We have an Eight of Pentacles. Now, I'm going to double check this with my standard deck. For those who don't know, I'm still learning this deck, and sometimes, just sometimes, I have to look through my original deck, the Cat People Tarot deck, just to get a better sense of the card as I'm learning the deck. I believe this one is immersing oneself in their creativity, but I'm going to double check that. And to do so, I need to look through this deck. Student and teacher. All right. So this is the apprentice and the master. This is being so skilled and so masterful over one's skills that you could even go as far as to start instructing others. So this is a teacher card, teacher and student card. So teachers out there, y'all have been really catering to the innocence, and I get it. They're kids. But remember, these are also creatures that have to grow up and become functioning adults. And I get it. We live in a day and age where the parents want their kids coddled at school instead of coddled at home because nobody has the ability to take the time off of work to do the stuff at home. But, y'all, this wasn't meant to be the teacher's job. Just saying. They are there to educate. I'm going to get off that subject because, yeah, I have passionate views about that when it comes to kids and teachers and all that. And I'm just going to end it by saying, y'all need to remember, y'all are trying to raise parents. Y'all are trying to raise functional adults. The school can give you the information. The school can give your kids the information. It's up to you to implement it. Y'all are putting stuff on these teachers that's not their job. And then the teachers are doing this for you, and then y'all treat the teachers like shit. Y'all need to quit. Y'all need to stop. These teachers are not your bitches. I'm gonna say that again because apparently y'all don't fucking understand this. The teachers are not your bitches. They're not a secondary parent. I understand. I understand that the system has screwed everything so badly that y'all can't be home. Y'all have to work. Y'all have to pay the bills. I'm not trying to take that away from y'all, but you cannot shove something onto somebody else that's not their job. Their job is to educate. Y'all are expecting way too much, but I'm gonna move on because that's a subject that I could spend the next half hour griping about and still not be done. All right, so we're gonna give this a shuffle. We're gonna get on to the rest of the message. But so far, it's a little bit of tough love. Not tough love, a little bit of, not tough love. Let's, a little bit of, it's time to learn. I know. Let me just pull another card, y'all. The Devil in reverse. The Devil in reverse. So, all right, we're not trying to give in to our basest instincts, and we're also not trying to let them give in to their basest instincts either. Where does the line end between the education of the child by the parent versus the education of the child by the teacher? Where's the line? Where's the line? Like, y'all got teachers who are neglecting their own homes because they're trying to raise your kids because you're not. Y'all, ooh, today's a subject, y'all. All right, what do we have here? We have the King of Cups. Teachers, do your job with love, not necessarily with adhering to these demands. I'm not saying, okay, y'all are going to sit there and say, you're telling the teachers to not do their job. It's not their job, some of the stuff y'all are asking these teachers to do. Your kids should not be showing up at school, in diapers, and then you don't bring them diapers. The school has to provide that. What is wrong? Y'all, what is wrong with y'all that you are sending 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th graders that can't speak properly because you at home do not require this of your kid? That's not on the teacher. That's on the damn school for passing this kid for that long. But y'all, most of this shit you're dumping on your teachers have to be done at home. Not by the teachers. Not their job. And I guarantee you they ain't paid enough to fucking do extra. No, I'm not a teacher. I'm just passionate about it. Very passionate about it. Teachers go forth with love, not necessarily with... It's love. It's a little bit of tough love, but it's love. You are supposed to go forward with the loving heart. Because these kids are not getting it at home. And that's the sad reality. These things are not being done at home. And then these kids are going to become adults that are going to run shit. And y'all haven't taught them at home. And you're demanding a teacher who's got upwards of 30, 40 students in some of these classrooms to get your child to be a functioning adult. Y'all, raise your damn kids. Other countries have their kids spend the first couple of years learning how to behave in society. These are things you're supposed to be doing in home. And again, I get it. Y'all are all working. I get it. I get it. You come home tired. You don't want to. Oh my God, your own mental health is suffering and you're supposed to be responsible for a tiny person becoming an adult. Yeah. Sucks. Absolutely sucks. And let me tell you, I understand that society has no support for the parent. Oh my God, society has lost its fucking support for the parent. These parents are sitting there struggling to make ends meet in a society that's just demanding more and more without any reprieve in sight. And then society turns around and says something along the lines of, well, then you shouldn't have had kids. We have a biological imperative that makes us fuck. Well, you're not supposed to be a base animal. You're a base animal with answers like that. So parents, I get it. I'm not trying to say y'all are wrong. Y'all are doing the best y'all can. I will grant y'all that 200% y'all are doing the best you can. But y'all, the same support that y'all need to give to teachers. Because currently they're the only support you're getting and you're treating them like shit. Y'all. I'm going to pull one more card and get on out y'all hair because, ooh, lordy, like I said, I could go on a tangent for so long about this subject. I'm a little that the cards decided to bring this up today. So let's randomly pull a card somewhere. Oh, Three of Swords. I'm going to double check this one too. It's been a while. I don't think I've actually pulled the Three of Swords in this deck before. So we're going to double check our other deck that I've already nice and neatly packaged away because, yep, that's what I get. I went on autopilot to go ahead and start fixing everything and cleaning everything and doing, and yeah, didn't realize. Normally I don't need to check the cat people deck more than once. Whew, coffee's coming back. So let's double check. Three of Swords. Three of Swords is heartbreak. Yeah, that's heartbreak and anguish and hurt, and everybody's in a state, and everybody's just, I get it. Everybody's hurting. Y'all need to remember that so are the teachers. And don't sit there and go, they have a career, they're making so much money. They're not. Not only are they not making enough money, like y'all, not only are they not making enough money, they're spending their money on your kid because you didn't send your kid with all of the supplies because you're struggling. And I get it. Parents, you're struggling. I know you're struggling. But so are the teachers, and y'all need to be nicer. Knock it off at this whole screaming at the teachers. Okay? Y'all, they're doing the best they can, just like you. And in addition to their own families that they don't get to go home and raise because they're tired from dealing with 30, 40 fucking kids in a classroom all day long. You think they want to go home and raise theirs? No, but they do. And so do you. Everybody needs to knock it the hell off. We're raising idiots currently, and it's getting worse, and nobody has the energy or the mental capacity to want to do anything about it. So we have a bunch of little idiots. Literally, a 6th grader who can't talk, let alone do his ABCs. And that made it to 6th grade. Y'all, let me get out of here for today because I could just blow. That's all y'all get. Be grateful that y'all got a little bit of passionate, uppity. Here's a sore subject for me. Here's your last damn card, folks. 2 of Wands. Put it in balance. Put it in balance. Get back to balance. And don't expect someone to do it for you. Nobody wants to do it for you. Not a damn person wants to do it for you. If you're waiting for help, you've already burnt the bridge out of the one person in society that wants to help, and that's your fucking teachers. And y'all done made them so jaded by all your yelling and screaming and demands. Y'all done fucked the school system to the point that your kids are idiots, and it's your fault. Not the teachers. The teachers don't want to care no more. And they still show up for work every day. All right? Y'all need to quit. And for the record, those of you teachers who sit there with your difficult kids and go, oh my God, he's so difficult, and you pass the buck, you're failing. You're the reason that these kids are failing. All of y'all done did it. There are parents who are doing it. There's definitely a couple teachers who are doing it. The majority of teachers are not. Near as I can tell, the majority of teachers are genuinely trying to do their best by your kid in addition to their own damn lives. They're dealing with admin who are coming down on them because parents are coming down on the admin. They're dealing with parents coming down on them for shit they ain't even responsible for. So teachers, I get it when y'all get fed up because the parents ain't doing you right. The parents and the admin are not doing you right. But that child didn't do it to you. That child had it happen to them. And you were part of the solution. And you damn well need to remember that. Let me get on out of here, folks. I had enough of y'all today. Y'all don't stress me out. Bye, y'all.